More than 40 million used cars are sold every year in this country, and if you buy one, you may wonder what the car's been through before you took the wheel, and there is good reason to wonder. Consumer correspondent Susan Koeppen with us now to talk about a potential danger behind used vehicles. This is one that I know most of us probably never thought about.
You probably don't think about this one. Well, according to Carfax, more than 1 million used cars were sold last year, even though they were part of a safety recall. The cars had problems that were never fixed and were then sold to unsuspecting consumers. When we went shopping, we found plenty of recalled cars for sale across the country.
I'll take a look. Thanks. I'm Susan.
With hidden cameras rolling, we visited used car dealers in Arlington, Virginia, New York City, and Dallas, Texas, looking for cars that were part of safety recalls, but had never been fixed. This Dodge Durango in New York is under 2 recalls because of problems that can cause fires. But this is what a salesman told us about the safety of the car.
We wouldn't be selling it if that Dodge wasn't fault.
We found this 2006 Corvette in Dallas.
I can't find anything really wrong with it.
It's part of a recall because the roof panel may detach from the vehicle.
As far as any type of a recall, I want to tell you that it does it, but I'm not 100%. Yes, it does it. I'm trying to. Yes, it does it.
You're playing Russian roulette with the consumer.
Clarence Ditlow is president of the Consumer Watchdog Group, the Center for Auto Safety. A new car can't be sold if it has a recall, but a used car, different story.
When it comes to used cars, anything goes as to whether or not you fix a safety recall.
A dealer in Oklahoma sold Tabitha Gordon a used Durango in 2009. She was driving with her son Caden when the lights, wipers, and locks went haywire.
I felt like I was in a twilight zone. The plastic that covers the speedometer had popped and smoke started billowing into the vehicle.
She managed to pull over and get Caden out as the car caught on fire. Turns out, Tabitha had been sold a car that had been recalled for an electrical defect.
We were told that it was safe and it would be a safe vehicle for our family. And it wasn't. I mean, it was far from it.
The National Independent Automobile Dealers Association, a trade group which represents used car dealers, says the recall issue is a concern, but claims it's difficult for dealers to learn about recalls in the first place.
They're not easy to find, and even if you do find some source somewhere through the internet, you still don't know whether that recall is totally accurate.
We had no problem tracking down recall information or recalled cars for sale.
Hi, we want to look at there's a Cadillac.
Of the 10 dealerships we visited, not one volunteered information that the car we picked out was under a recall. And 6 told us our car had a clean bill of health, even after we specifically asked about recalls.
They want to maximize the number of cars they sell in the least amount of time. And fixing them before they sell them takes away from that objective.
When buying her car, Tabitha Gordon never thought to ask about a recall.
You need to investigate a little bit further and make sure that there are no open recalls, because that vehicle can be replaced, but you can't replace your life or your family.
We alerted all of the car dealers in our investigation that those cars were part of a recall. Not all of the dealers agreed to fix the problem, and one dealer even told us it's up to the consumer to ask about a recall. Erica.
Which sounds like what the gentleman from that association said to you. Oh, they're really difficult to find. So if it's up to me now to find it.
It's not that hard. All you have to do is take the VIN, the vehicle identification number, easy to find on the car. It's in the door or it's in the front on top of the dash, and you just call the manufacturer's 1-800 number and ask, is it part of a recall? They can tell you yes or no. If it is part of an open safety recall, the fix is free.
Oh.
That's important to know. You're not going to have to pay for it. It's fixed for free.
Great tips as always, Susan. Thanks.